everyone, it's TheOnlyGamer. Welcome back to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Last time, we did a few levels. They weren't too bad, but these next three are going to be quite a bit of fun. So to start us off, we're gonna have like a bit of cinematic, a little cinematic here. Nothing too outstanding, but you know it looks nice at least. Got some nice colors going on, I guess. Nothing too bad. Toad's just chilling out, cooking some dinner, and Big Bird Boy is just gonna swoosh on by, as he does. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys for no reason. I guess there's like no reason I need to tell you this, but I actually was going to try to record this yesterday. Today is Sunday. The day I'm recording this, and I was trying to record it yesterday, which was Saturday, if you know your days, and I started up the recording, and I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna be the best I can, and I started it up, and I got to this level, and I just looked at it. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this blind. This is not happening, and it's not as bad as it looks. Like, at the time, I'm like, oh my god, I do not want to do this, like, blind. This is gonna be hell. But it's not that bad. I'm glad I do know what to do, though, because it does look a bit overwhelming. I can't zoom out anymore. I can also not zoom in, because we have multiple Toads. The name of this is Multivator Mayhem, by the way. I did not mention that. But yeah, I'm glad I actually did go back and practice these levels a little bit, so I had a little bit more experience with it. If that bothers you, I'm sorry, but it probably would have bothered you more if I didn't do it. So the whole gist of this is to use double cherries and these multi-toad platforms, I guess you could call them. I have no idea. You need a certain amount of toads to activate them. It's not the first time we've encountered them in this Let's Play, so they shouldn't be too much of a surprise for you, if you've been keeping up with everything. But yeah, this one's not too difficult. The hardest part, well, one of the hardest parts, is just getting everything, like, lined up so you can actually do things. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Nothing too big. I think... Yeah, no. The achievement for this one isn't too bad either, so that's definitely a plus. We will be doing a level a little bit later on in this episode that is kind of a bit lame. I was practicing it right before I started recording, and it's... oh boy, it's a lot of fun. I cannot wait to do it. So let's go ahead and drop down here and get this cherry, and if I remember correctly, which I do, this is the third super jump, so that's good. And then we can just ride the elevator up to the top again. Over here, there's not much going on. You got a Shy Guy up there, and I think that is a mushroom. But it's really not worth going over there, because, I mean, you might be thinking, well, you'll probably be alright, you got all these toads with you, but the thing is, the more toads you have, the harder it is to keep track of all of them, so it's like it's a gamble, really. So you gotta take my word for it. There's nothing noteworthy over there, and we don't need it. We don't need to go over there at all, so don't worry about it. It's all good. Nothing over there that you need to know about. Just the Shy Guy, that was it. So yeah, the achievement was to clear the course with 5 toads, which we did perfectly, and if I did go over there, it would probably jeopardize that just a bit. It can be a bit difficult to keep all the toads together and unharmed, because once a toad gets hurt, when you have multi-toad, it just disappears. The last toad you have, however, will get damaged and whatever, but yeah, it's nothing you haven't seen before. Just thought I should reiterate the fact. The achievement for this level is to get a certain amount of coins, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab these real quick. That way I could probably get everything in one go, but if I don't, that's alright too. So these are not new, I don't think. these are just switches. You might, what am I trying to say? You might recognize them from the 3D World games, or just the 3D games. The one on 3DS and the one on Wii U. Because they were definitely prominent in those two games. So, yeah. Fun fact, I don't really have anything else to say. This is kind of a basic level 2. Which kind of sucks, because the next level we're going to do is... it's a ramp up. Like, levels are going to start getting a little bit spicy from here on out. And it's not as fun as you might think. I was practicing this level earlier, and I kid you not, I was like standing right here on the edge, and my gamepad just lost connection, and I was upset, needless to say, because I lost connection to my gamepad and I couldn't move, and I just fell off, and it was a great time. I tell you what, it was lovely, and I just love it. Great time being alive right now. I tell you what. I tell you what. It's like Hank Hill or what. I don't know. I'll stop talking. Okay, so this is the doozy right here. This is the bad one. So I'm not gonna go for the achievement right like straight out of the gate. Mainly because it's pretty difficult to do on its own. I'm sure you could get everything in one go, but I'm not even gonna try. Also, just gonna let that guy hit me. No big deal. No biggie. That was part of the plan. That was the actual achievement. The achievement was to get hit by that single bullet bill. But no, not really. Also, something I noticed when I was practicing earlier is there's a box up there, and I've never noticed that thing before. I actually do know what's in it, but I won't spoil it. I'll try to show you in just a sec. So this is another level that looks a bit complex. And if you don't know what you're doing, it can definitely be. I don't know why I keep going out of the cannon. I still need it. But like once you know what you're doing, a lot of it is just irrelevant. Like you don't need any of this. It's just kind of filler, I guess, to make it look more difficult. Oh my goodness. This is so lame. I hate having to go back and using these gyro controls. It's terrible. It's bad. Bad game. I don't know why I decided to let's play this game. It's so bad. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. But it does get a bit tedious. So we have to clear all those blocks just to get over here. And we can get a turnip from here to use over there. And we can use this cannon to hit that block in the sky, so I can show you what it is. Maybe I can hit it. That was pretty close. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's a 1-up, and we sniped it. Okay, and then I need to break that one block right there. Actually, another one too. I keep exiting the cannon like prematurely, because I'm like, I probably don't need it anymore, but I totally do. So yeah, we can go up this ladder and get to that turn switch. It's kind of spooky up here though, because we got all these homing bullet bills on our case, I guess. And it's alright, we can just hurry up and do that, and quickly get the star, and we're safe. Tiny Toad saves the day. So the achievement is to clear the course in 10 shots or fewer. And of course it's doable, or else it wouldn't be an achievement, but it is a bit tricky, if I'm being completely honest. It's all about getting multiple blocks in one shot. That's the trick to it. And that can be a bit difficult at times, especially when stuff like this happens. Maybe I can get these guys off my... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, especially when things like that happen. That's not what I was going to say though, but especially because of the gyro controls, they don't really make it a lot easier, but maybe that's not true. Gyro controls are like really good for precision, but sometimes they aren't. I have no idea how many shots that was, but I know I think it was 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. That was probably like 5 or 6. I was not counting at all. That's okay. We only need about 2 more. If I really wanted to, I could just skip the 2 we need. And then right there, and we're good. And that should be about 9 or 8. However many, I don't know, I wasn't keeping track, which probably isn't a good idea when you're needing to keep track to get an achievement, but it's alright. There's no big deal. It's no big deal. So all we have to do is get the star again, and I think we got the achievement, so it should be good. I mean, I hope we did at least. So, yep, there we go. We got it. Alright, so that's all the time we have for today, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this mummy level so we have a bit more content, because I know I kind of rushed through these because, oh boy, I'm glad I knew what to do, but like me knowing what to do like kind of speeds things up a bit, and sometimes it's not such a good idea, but anyways, you know, what can you do? Sometimes you just gotta wing it. But sometimes you don't need to wing it, and you actually need to plan ahead, and that's fine too. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's the moral of the story, really. I have nothing noteworthy to say, nothing else at least. These Mummy Me levels are still pretty nice, I guess. Maybe I'm just gonna keep going until I can't anymore. I'm doing actually pretty well for the circumstances, I guess. I don't know what the circumstances are, but I'm doing pretty well regardless. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and that means a lot. You can also leave a comment down below. There's a question of the day at the very end, if you didn't know that. There have been since, like, oh man, like, I don't even know when I started doing questions of the day. I think they've always been a thing. But yeah, be sure to leave your response to the question of the day at the very end on the end slate. I'd love to read them. They're always nice to see. And yeah, I think that's about it. So until next time, guys, I will see you all later.